Shout out to the nation, greatest nation since United Nations. Let's get into this. Let's get into this. I told you, I address it. I'm with it. They give it out. I put it back. This is why they hate me. This is why they hate CZARR, RIP, XxXTentacion playlist. Let me tell you why they hate. And let me break it down. There are things going on you may not understand, but I'm going to help you get a little bit deeper with it. This is why they hate me. Number one, there are three different type of people who you'll see hating. Number one, the first person you'll see try and hate me is someone that doesn't like me putting out the information. As we know, that works in many different categories. It can be that certain things are not released a certain way, that certain things are not taken in a certain way. This is the norm. Oh, this is the norm. This happens all the time. When I'm releasing information, how I'm speaking about it, you see the reaction in live, random people with random names showing up. That's nothing new. That's one of the types of people that hate me. So it looks organizational, like it's organized hatred. That's what we could call it. It's organized because it has to do with an industry or a group of just simps that hate. No reason to hate, just want to hate because they're bums. And because I does this. That's the bottom line. You can argue anything, but I does this. Number two, it's people that have an invested interest. What do I mean by that? It's people whose interest is preventing certain things from being known or exposing certain things. So they hate something so they can't help. So they choose to hate who the messenger is. I get that. I'm the messenger. Change your name. I'm the messenger. Period. And been the messenger with receipts. These guys pop up randomly because they finally get heart to show up. That's the bottom line. Everybody knows that. Come on, I ain't even have to explain it. Your actions and how you move show it for me. Number three, the people that hate, people who want attention. Now, about this one, see, the attention seekers want to be seen a certain way. So what they'll do is, and it's always happens the same. That's why you're all the same. No matter how different you guys claim, you do the same thing. I'll do a subject. It'll be like 2 or 3 videos later, then they show up and want to say something. Why didn't you say something on the video when it was called out? You didn't see it? Comment on the video. I'm talking about something totally different, and they bring up random weird things. That's not new. Why do they think that's unique? That's nothing new. That's why they hate me. I don't know these dudes, never even been around these dudes. Some of these dudes, if you don't watch like a YouTube, you don't turn it on. So why would they turn it on to hate? It's because they either have an invested interest, they want attention, or they just don't like that certain things are being talked about. Period. I could look at every one of their situations and fit them into one of those 3 categories. And sometimes, you know what, Tashay? It is trolls, but sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's jealousy. Because I look at some guys, they have no content. Like, I'll check them out. Their content is weak. Like, they couldn't talk about anything. Let alone this. How many other subjects have I talked about before this? Verified. And got mad views off of it. Verified. It's that they don't like somebody is actually pushing the right thing. Some people want the worst. Do you know how many people laughed at these type of incidents? Oh, it's so many people. Do you know how many people? You don't know what? And I was like, should I go? I'm still going to go forward on information. I just want you to understand why it is that someone would hate. You have to get it. Because that's how these clowns move nowadays. They want to make threats online, do all types of stuff. Here's my thing. Why were you dead silent when this first happened if you care so much? Now, I have it verified that it could be seen. I started this a week after the incident, and I started asking questions, period. You can't argue that. Why were you quiet, simp? You guys were quiet. Whose nuts were in your mouth? Why couldn't you speak? Whose nuts were you juggling in your mouth? You couldn't speak. That's why I talk to them like that. That's why you got to understand. That's why I speak about it like that. That's my problem. It's how they speak. It's like, oh, he's disrespectful. So what? You're in my zone. When you turn this on, you're in my zone. What's the problem? What's the issue? I know what the issue is. You guys steal other people's content to make a channel. Exactly. So why do they speak as if they do? Or maybe it's something that's not wanted to be seen. I could guarantee that. It's something they don't want to be seen. But that's cool. That's cool. Move how you move. Just stay out my lane. Watch out. If you got an issue, just move. My thing is, they say a lot. They say so much. It's ridiculous. It's that you haven't even bigged up your own city. You don't even have movement in your own city. Nobody in your city watches you. So why are you worried about me? It doesn't make sense. And they're making claims. If you've seen some of the claims made around the situation, you'd say, where's the proof? How'd you get it? Like, that's simple. But they don't want to be seen. They want to say stuff, don't want to be seen. That's baby body. That's baby body. Like, what are you talking about? These guys don't show themselves to conversate. It's ridiculous. I've never seen an epidemic like this. Everybody wants to speak, but no one wants to be seen. Really? And you want to put out some stuff and want to be believed 1,000%, but you don't want no one to see you. And you don't be seen until I call you out and tell you to show yourself. I'm done. I'm done. I have nothing else to say about that. That describes you right away. Talking about. If I showed you guys some of the stuff, you'd be like, what is he talking about? Because I said the same thing. I was like, he doesn't really know me very well. I was like, what are they talking about? You got to know someone to say certain things. You don't want to just say things and not know someone. Do you have an update on one of the suspects' mother you were supposed to interview? I know it wasn't confirmed, but still. Yeah. I got matches for you. Nah, you good. My thing about that is she doesn't want to do it for her reasons. See, that's part of what I'm saying. She wanted to speak with us, but she said no. She said no, and it's for a good reason. I still don't know what the scrutiny is, because it's weird. It's like I could have talked about the same thing when his mom was getting threats. Like, it's weird. It's like, why? Did I check out Tom McDonald? I'm going to do that today. I'm sorry about that. I told you I'd play it back, but I was just getting information. I'm going to check that out today, Crux. But the mother, she wants to move a certain way. And I understand that. And I think she had some contact after I tried to help her. You know, she was dealing with some serious things. There was things going on around her. That's why I wanted her to speak up. Like, look, he's not guilty yet. Why is everyone attacking her? Like, she didn't make the choice her son did in that situation, so why is she getting dragged in? That's kind of weird. And I was like, is there something you're not telling me? I'm objective with it. I asked her, is there something you're not saying? I was like, because ordinarily, you're the mother. No one's really gonna, but you know what I mean? I don't know what she's dealing with. I don't know what she knows or may not know, other than what she's told me. Again, the same respect to anyone in this situation. I don't know anything until they've told me. And what's crazier to me is when people are taking shots. Number one, I stayed objective the whole time. You could go check every video. I never without a doubt said something. And what's crazy is they're screaming, oh, police. I had run-in. You've seen public run-ins with them saying stuff to me. Well, you haven't seen them, but they publicly said stuff to me. Trying to be effective, trying to do things. They tried to interfere. That's a fact. They tried to interfere, and I ran them off. I was like, yo, I let him know. And then the next time, I recorded him. In the midst of him doing a stop. I recorded him because I'm recording. You want to be in it so bad, I recorded him. He was doing a stop he shouldn't have been doing. He really shouldn't have been doing it. That's a fact. He shouldn't have been doing. He parked in the middle of a street, okay? Now, here's my thing. If you had to stop and there was a dangerous situation, I would shut up and get out your way and let you do it. It was a ticket dealing with a crash. And you parked everyone out of parking on a certain side. I was like, what is he doing? You're literally messing business up. Literally. You're interfering with other people's business. And I recorded it. And he was in and out. He was like, I'm ghost. I don't even think he did the right thing when he was doing the stop. He did whatever and dipped. I was like, what was the reason to hold up traffic? It was 45 minutes. That's not, if that was a true crash, it should have been longer. All he did was collect information and dip. He wasn't trying to regulate nothing. She was there with her dad. You know, they knew I was letting them know. The guy walked up and he said something. I let him know I can openly record. He said, are you recording? Absolutely, I am. And he walked away. Like, you got to know your rights and rules. You're mad because you got pinned in the crash and it's your fault. You don't come to me asking me what I'm doing. What are you doing? What are you doing? Really? You're the one that caused the crash. How are you asking me what I'm doing? What are you doing? Facts. As we're speaking, happening right now. Right? I can't make this stuff up. I really can't. Can't make this stuff up. Can't make it up. Can I? Can I? Put respect on my name right there. Put respect on my name right there. Absolutely, I can't make it up. I can't. Not even if I wanted to make it up. So I don't know what they're alluding to, what they're saying. You want to know what? The fact you're making conclusions how you are shows me you have a motive. So you have a vested motive. And I think I know what that is. I think I know what that is. Because there were claims that you made that are shaky unless you got the info. And if you came out public with that, or I even tried to speak on it, you'll get us both hemmed up. Like, what you're saying, it's cool, but if you ain't got the official documents, I can't rock with it. People mad I haven't heard about that. Maybe they would. But guys, if that happens, I'm going back to uploads and we'll go live somewhere else. I got another spot that I can go live in. So if they do take it away, let me tell you, they're destroying a few guys making a living. I'm not going to say who, you know, and it's no mogul I know. There are a few guys who need to go live to do it. Nobody I really know needs to go live. They already got the traction. They're already good. Their info's good. They can move how they gotta move, and they got many different methods to do it. But there are a few YouTubers who are gonna suffer because of that. You could catch me on Instagram. I don't go live much there. I'll start going live a lot more there. I'll tell you what though, when I'm gonna do it, it's probably gonna be on what is it called? Well, I'll drop it. I'll drop it in community when I look it up again. Patreon is one of the other spots though. That I could promise you. Patreon's one of the other spots. So you'll definitely be able to do that there. So you can always catch that. You won't have to worry about that. And now you get a feel and taste of the racism that we all deal with. It's no different. Doesn't change. My gram is CZARR_ all rights reserved. That's one word at the end. You know, I usually do market that, you know. But I already knew Captain America was going to take a slide down this way. Yo, this guy's built like a 13-year-old. Like, they're putting uniforms on everybody these days. Like, the girl's buffer than him. Like, I can't make this up. The girl's buffer than him with him. The woman, I'd be like, dang, she may take me down. He's built like someone's 13-year-old son. I cannot make this up, guys. I really can't. He's built like someone's 13-year-old son. Like, for real, for real. I was like, sheesh. I was like, how's he in uniform like that? How'd you fit in your uniform? They gave you a child-sized uniform. They gave you a child-sized uniform. And they're like, try this on. It looks good. And they were like, matter of fact, you just get in the passenger seat, let the girl drive. Yo, he was Dog, you were built like someone's son. Listen, I want to give all my props back to the officers I dealt with earlier. Even the short one. You were buffer to him. I will give you that. You guys look like you can handle some business. He looked like someone's son. Like, for real. I'm like, that's why I was staring at him. He was like, didn't even want to speak. He just said, you know he lied. He's like, I can't walk by and cause a problem, so I'ma just nod. He didn't even go in and buy nothing. He walked all the way back and walked all the way forward. They know what time it is. That's not intimidating. Really? That was supposed to intimidate me? Really? So that's why when people are like, oh, you're the police. Really? I am? Are you stupid? They don't like me more than they don't like you. I can guarantee you that. They already know not to speak. I will put them on live. If he literally starts speaking to me, for my safety, I'm showing him live. That's what I'm doing. That's why he kept it. He didn't even speak. He just, yeah, smart. Dummy. What he thought? What do you think was going to happen? I'm going to walk by and, I'd clip you and say sorry. I wasn't thinking about doing that then, so I'd just stick my foot out, like, act like I'm getting up. I'm telling you, it looked like somebody's kid. And here's the thing. He has a certain area on him he's supposed to watch. I guarantee you won't see him out there on foot. Nope. He will not be out there on foot. No, you won't. No, you won't. Especially not alone. What? Come on. It would have to be an officer shooting, because you could not take on anyone. A teenager would wrestle you to the ground. Like, that's how you were built. You're not ashamed of that? I got the gun on my waist. Yes, sir. You know what? That's why I feel bad about law. I'm like, look at the pick of the litter they got. Here's the fact. Most people who get involved in that, not all, don't be stupid. I know personally people who never got picked on and stuff. They did it because they wanted to help. Most of them, though, used to get stuffed in lockers, would get swirlies, would get bullied around, and they put the uniform on with the gun. That is a fact. That's the truth. You know I'm not lying. Doesn't matter if you went to this type of school, that type of school. You were getting knocked around. So you said, I gotta get this uniform on. Then you walk brave. Why didn't you let the female cop do it? At least she would have been more intimidating. Because I'm like, uh-oh. Because let me tell you something about women when they're in that uniform. They ain't playing with you. A woman in a uniform, don't ever get that tripped up. She's almost worse than any cop, because she ain't playing with you. She'll pull that thing quick. She is not playing with you. She ain't wrestling with you. She ain't doing none of that. So just FYI, especially if she's telling you and you're a man or something, you're like, oh, this is a woman. Don't think that way. She is on you. She ain't playing with you. But ultimately, bottom line, what I'm trying to say is that they hate me because how I speak about things. Because they're like, I thought you're still doing this. I thought you would have been. That's what they want, but I've been. See, that's the problem. When you been, not many people can say anything to harm you. Like, you can't even make a video. You guys tried that. You tried making a video. You tried doing that. Oh, man. Dylan, did we speak behind the scenes? I'm presuming you are who I think you are. That's not his real name, though. But here's the thing. Let me get into info. He brought it up. Oh, well, he brought it up. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. All credit to you. Okay, all credit to you, Dylan. Everything. Check this out, y'all. There is an individual with the dreads that we saw, not only that was sparring with Tentacion, but was posed up with Deidre. Now, that's, honestly, you want to know what that does? That confirms what I'm saying. He ain't have enemies like that. Like, that's what I don't understand. Why would Deidre do it? You know what I mean? It makes me think why Deidre did what he did. Because I seen Deidre on the background on the bed during some lives. They weren't enemies. So something occurred, something happened that we don't know about. Now, was he friends with Diedrich first? I doubt it. Because if you remember, he was introduced to them. I believe it. I believe they caught the wrong person. I believe they caught the wrong people. I believe that. And, that's just my opinion. And that's why they're fighting tooth and nail. Like, think about it. If you were being charged with something you ain't do, you'd be like, I didn't do it though. Even if you knew, sticking to your code, because they're in that lifestyle. So what they're doing is they're like, you do a thorough investigation. And when these guys are looking, they're like, well, how did my client do it? That doesn't make sense. So they're fighting it the normal way. They're like, do you want to speak? Nope. And they told, listen, you confide in your lawyers. Lawfully, they can't say nothing. They probably have told the lawyer as they had to. You have to. If the lawyer can't trust you, he can't defend you. So they had to tell him what really happened. Now he's fighting it from his perspective. You get me? He's fighting it from his perspective of saying these guys didn't do it, this guy did. Well, let's ask this story. Let's ask this. Now they're strategically asking questions and asking for information that will show truly who's guilty or not. Now, I don't know about that rhetoric you're saying happened afterwards, but, it's crazy. And that's just my thing. Thank you for bringing that up, Crux. Guilty by association. You guys got to understand that. Like, I know you want to roll around gangster, do things for a family member, but you get guilt by association. So if someone does something stupid and they go down, you think they're going to say, oh, he had nothing to do with it. No. Especially if they called you up, dummy. They can re-listen to your conversations. These guys will pick up their phone, make a call, say something violent. Like they can't. Now, either she leaned the car over because her weight, respectfully, or she tried to peel in like she was swerving at me. I don't know. I'm not even going to look. I'm not even going to think about it. But that's the weird stuff that goes on. Like, I can't make that stuff up. See, with TK though, that was premeditated to a level. They went after someone. You get me? Like a person was already off the scene. They went after him and things occurred. When you do that, that's premeditated. You could say it was in the heat of the moment, but it's premeditated. You call guys up, you go after someone, or your guys are there, you decide to go after someone. You're planning. You're planning to do it. So that's a little different level. That's a different level of guilt. You're actually guilty because your desire is to do what it is. Whether or not you meant to do it that way, you still went after him. And you shouldn't have did that. You're guilty by association, literally. And here's the thing. And I got to be honest. I love this rule. I love this rule. Because if someone in the car is riding out to do something and you hop in the car with them, you get locked up with them. You get locked up with them. If they get life, you all get life. That makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. What? Because you jumped in the car trying to seem with it or to be with it just to be around them, you shouldn't get life? And then they want to talk about, oh, but my family. You should have thought about that before you tried to hop out and do something hard. You should have thought about that. These guys be really... And let me tell you something. It be the old garbage that try and get young dudes wrapped up in a suit. Like, get them locked up, tell them, don't snitch. And they be old as dirt. Like, it's always the old dirt trying to get other guys. Like, go down. Do your time. You're old. You should have been teaching the young different since you can't take your butt to jail. Some of you would like to have your butt in jail. I'm just saying. A lot of it you guys don't understand. A lot of that happens, they want it. Like, I know, I'ma just leave it at that. But a lot of times they want that to happen. That's what's crazy about it. It's not always like, oh, they forced him. No. A lot of times he wanted that. I know that freaks a lot of people out, but that is what it is. I started moving because I felt the aura of a high-pitched voice coming this way. I was like, I gotta move. I knew she was going to big mouth and wasn't talking about nothing. Wasn't talking about nothing. I listened to what everybody's saying. She wasn't saying nothing. I guarantee you the officer came over here like, is this where the show happens? Like, mind your business. You're far from home. You're far from where your spot is you should be too. Oh, we were just getting gas. She's getting gas. You're walking around looking like a 12-year-old. Get back in the car. Yo, but real talk though, you guys got to understand, this is why they hate CZARR. Because I address it a certain way. I speak on it, and they're like, oh, it's fraud, it's this, it's that. You have no proof. What proof do you have that something's fraud? Because the receipts I'm looking at, you ain't say nothing was fraud then. Oh, only when the videos went down, I still got the receipts. I can still blow that out the water. Are you dumb? And this time, I'm going to do it crazier. You think, I told you, I've evolved. I evolve every time. It's going to be crazy if I do it again. If I do a show just on receipts. It's going to be crazy. And when I ask them the answer, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? They're not going to answer. They're already cowards and won't go live or do an interview. You think they're going to respond? Period. If I start bringing receipts back, they're going to be hurt. Like, well, the receipts I got to date, crazy. 6'9". Let me explain it this way. This is bottom line. People wanted to ask me, and this is a question I got asked, this 6'9" snitch. Yes, here's why. If I tell on the same guys I'm riding with doing crime, I snitched. If I get caught and I talk, when I rode out with you, when you said, let's go do this, and I didn't say, nah, let's not do it, you snitched. Especially if they caught you and you told on everyone. That's crazy. Yes, let me get to that part. Now, if you ask me, does he get a pass for telling a certain way? That depends on what your thoughts are personally. He was set up. Absolutely. He was set up. So then the question is, so what are you going to do? He chose to say something. You know, it's up to him. But that's why you don't have random people around with money. You don't do that. You got to move a certain way. And I think he was moving odd. Nothing happened to the playlist mood. I'm telling people why they hate me. It has to do with the playlist. And can be. You say you don't need receipts to do that. No, I'm telling you, show the receipts, dummy. I'm telling you, show the receipts, dummy. I'm cool with you saying whatever you're saying. Show the receipts, dummy. Like, that's part of the problem. Show the receipts. Show the receipts. If you're so sure, sure, what's wrong with showing the receipts? It's not about me not seeing nothing. Show me receipts. Show me receipts. Show me proof. Show me conversations. I already have audio confirming some things. It's none of what you're saying. I repeat, I have audio confirming things. Nothing of what you're saying. Nothing even hinted at that. That's what I'm confused. I have a lot of audio. Nothing you're saying is confirmed to me through audio. You can say someone's asleep, but I can say just as well, you're psycho. You're crazy. To believe something without receipts, you're dumb. I can say a lot of things about you. So you could say, oh, you're asleep, you're this. Doesn't matter if I'm sleeping, if I'm awoke, if I think things. I could think it, but where's my proof to prove it? That's the thing. That's the key. If you, guys, let me show you the logic and why his logics fail. And this is why when people say you're asleep, check their character. They're going to come for your character first, but check their character. When someone's saying you're asleep, check this out. If I'm so asleep, how come when things go to court, they don't just push things through? Where was the word evidence created? Where was the word evidence created? If they put you on a stand right now and you said that, where's your evidence? What would you say the evidence is? Look at them. Use your eyes. Where's the evidence? So if I arrested you right now and we took you in and I said this guy is not only, he's responsible for the whole situation. Look at how he speaks. He's speaking like he knows something. How do you research something that's not public? It's a lot of people with no receipts. I seen what you're talking about. It's a lot of people, a lot with no receipts. I can look at their faces. I can look at them. Where's the matching tattoos? You don't have that. I didn't get destroyed by IPS. Are you dumb? His channel disappeared. Are you dumb? How did he destroy me? He didn't even say nothing against me. Re-listen to our conversation. Like, that's why I know you have to be IPS or something. But this is why they hate CZARR, guys. This is why they hate me. Because I won't conform to what they say. I'm an objective thinker. They want things their way. Then his channel's dead. Ain't nobody over there. His channel ain't popping. My thing is, ultimately, we're looking into the case. What does him, alive or dead, objectively have to do with the case? We're talking about people attacking a certain way. So I have a question. If you believe that so strongly, did I say, oh, he died? I'm talking literally about the case. I'm talking about what he meant. I didn't say he was alive or dead. I never said anything about that. Catch their narratives. He's painting a narrative a certain way so he can attack from that angle. See, you have to look at how these guys speak. Because when I tell him show receipts, he has no response. When I say show it, you have nothing. Okay, right now you said what you said. Where can you show me receipts? Don't tell me look around. Where's your receipts? Show the same ones you and IPS are using. Where's your receipts? I'll wait. You sound smart. Where's your receipts? You're never going to say nothing. Where's your receipts? Don't tell me where to look. Where is your receipts? You're making the claim. Show me. Can you show me? God-given common sense. Do you see it? Okay, we're done. Do you see his response? This is the type of garbage that can never influence no one. Not even if it was true. You want to know why? Because your mentality sucks. God-given sense? I'm using common sense, God-given sense. Where's your proof? Who said your mind? If we got you a psychological test, a real one, with over 200 questions, would you pass? Would you pass it? If I took you to get an authentic test to see you're not psycho, but then they'd still ask you for the proof, like you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I just get mad because guys like this are an idiot. You destroy the very meaning and the meaningfulness of people that do what I do. No, they're not the same person. They're not. They're not the same person. But it's confusing because even if I wanted to believe you, look at the answers you're giving me. Look at what you're saying. I'm using God-given sense. I can see this is like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I just asked for proof. Listen, I got proof for a lot of things. People sending money to people, audio of people talking about certain things, situations that happen with other people behind the scenes. But I've never ran into a situation where a commenter, a legit commenter, told me something and told me straight up, look at this evidence. This happened. And their evidence wasn't proven. You're saying my God-given sense. Like, Your sense cannot be God-given. How do I know? I can look at photos of JoJo all day. I listened to JoJo when he was still famous. That's not all the evidence. Yo, you're an dog. You're the type that makes IPS look like a retard. I'm just being honest. You make him look stupid because of people like you. It's how you move. It's funny style. Listen, I could get up and gossip like Alex Jones looks like this guy. He looks like Mr. Hicks. Oh, this guy looks like that all day. And they could. But do you know how many? Listen, bottom line. I seen a person that looked exactly like me. Like to the T. That made me go, like, what the heck? Straight up. Who's fooling? See, this again. Who's fooling and deceiving us? Who? And what proof? Who is? That's the problem. Do I ever sit up here and dismiss you guys? Look, I'm talking to you now. Who? Who's fooling us? Who's deceiving us? You don't have proof. That's listen, they could find you, sue you, and win because of what you're saying. You're making a statement, okay? My blood pressure's fine. I guarantee that. But I'm not even mad. I'm just trying to have him see why it's a problem that he does what he does. You're making a statement. If I'm going to make a statement, CZARR loves taking long walks, I'd have to have proof. Unless it's me myself saying it, that's why you believe it. But if I say Tashay loves walking barefoot, I'd have to have proof. She's like, no, I don't. If I said June and loves playing field hockey, what proof do I have? That sounds stupid. That's why y'all sound dumb. Exactly, Michael. Exactly. Like what? You guys get where I'm headed. Like, I don't understand. I don't get what they don't get. That's what that's why I said you need a psychology test, a psych evaluation. Because I'm telling you, and I'm certified to tell you that. He said do your own research. I've done so much research. Even after IPS, I did research. I can say they look alike. That doesn't mean they are the same person. To be real with you, the ad-libs Tentacion uses is different from JoJo. I'm not saying it is. Their ad-libs are different. I'm being honest. He says, let's get it a lot. I've never heard Tentacion say that. We've all been, that's what's funny. These guys feel they're so mentally above people that's the type of stuff they say. You could believe what you want to believe, but I just asked you to show proof. And you told me God-given sense, God-given sense, God-given. Like, how do I know your sense is God-given? How don't I know that you're just a disinformation agent of some sort? Because we literally look at receipts. That's what we do. We literally research stuff behind the scenes. Some stuff I can't even say. I can't say some of it because the case isn't over and I gotta see how the chips fall. But that's crazy. That's the craziest thing you can say. Unless you take a picture with him and you're like, this is him. I'd be like, if you showed me something like that, I'd be like, all right. But it's like you guys want to prove it so bad. Like, yo, it's just so crazy. It's just, and your picture is probably not showing because it's not the right size. Your picture has to be the right size to show on YouTube. You have to size it out. But that type of talk is so crazy to me. Like, is that why I'm hated? Because I don't accept that? Wait, I'm hated because someone randomly saying he's alive or something, I'm not accepting without proof? Why am I hated because of that? Oh, I'm hated because you just seen the policeman walk right by me trying to be intimidating. I'm hated because I gotta be with him? Really? That ain't got nothing to do with me. How does that have anything to do with me? Because he wants to walk by and look intimidating, but be the size of someone's son, like a little son. Like, stop it. Stop it, Girl Scout. Stop it. Cut it out. Stop playing. Like, what are they doing? Like, for real? And that's what I'm saying. You gotta be fake. I'm not gonna make a claim until I got solid proof. If I had solid proof for something, I'd say it. There's no solid proof. There are oaths I give to some people that I won't mention things a certain way. And I hold to those to date. Anyone I have. Have I not held it? Anyone. Because there are a good amount of people I said, well, I won't talk about that part of it. I always hold to my word. But when people do that, it just disgusts me. It's like, the sleep's real with me. Stop snoring. All I asked was for proof. So he wants to take a shot at me saying I'm sheeple, I'm asleep. Cause I asked for proof. Do you know that alone sounds like you need a psych evaluation. You're asleep. You're sleeping. You're sleeping on it. You're so asleep. Where were you at the beginning of the case? Where were you? Can be. Where were you when the case started? Because you don't know me if you don't see the stuff I was asking from the beginning. You don't know me. You don't know nothing about content. You're just popping in when we're already somewhere else, trying to define who I am off of questions I'm asking now or different topics I take up now. You were nowhere to be found when I was opening up different subjects with the judge and the investigators watching. Where were you? Where was IPS? On the radio, talking to radio fans? Where was he? Was he getting the judge and the investigator to watch? The lawyers watching? The cops watching? And then repeat what I told them? How are you spreading truth? No proof. Truth has to have solid proof. You call it how you see it. What if I said how you see it is trash? Then what you call it? Like, I'm not even trying to be smart. I'm just saying, if you're going to make a statement, back it up with proof. But to my guys that I link up with on Instagram, do you see now? To the people that say they hate me, do you see now? So if you're not going to speak now to the people that said they hate me, to someone making this outright claim, I don't ever want to see you speak again. I don't want to see you speak again. If you're not going to address him saying this, I don't want to hear y'all speak again. Because that means you don't have the heart to address everybody, but something's making you feel safe to hate on me. Well, actually, it's player hate because you're coming at my character. I don't want to see you speak again. Don't ever speak in my presence. When my presence is around, you should have your lips sewed shut. For real. Really? Look at what he's saying. With no proof. She really wants us to hear that song. She really wants people to hear her. Oh, she got the brand new BMW. She wants y'all to see her riding through. I'm sorry. She was like, look at what I just pulled out with. I ain't mad at you. Do your thing. She's like, y'all gotta hear me. Vroom, vroom. She's whipping and bending corners. That's the type of stuff I like to see. I don't like to see the hate. Well, I enjoy it because it's fuel. But when you're coming out making claims like that, like you don't look solid. It looks like you're shaky. I know they are. But here's the thing. He can never say I didn't give him his chance. Everyone has heard me ask for proof. He can never say I ignored them. Or you're weak, you block. I gave you your opportunity. Who are you really? Like that's what it is. And then you're name dropping IPS. That makes me think it's you guys on a fake name. Why can't IPS? IPS, when I entered your live, when I came on your channel, how did CZARR come on your channel? With the real name, right? Right? Why are they so, yo, why are these guys so corny, man? I don't, that's the only thing that bothers me. Fake names, fake pictures, no picture. Oh, I'm telling the truth. How does that add up? You're not putting a face or your integrity behind anything you're saying. Show yourself. I mean, these be big name dudes coming in, not showing themselves, saying whatever. Like, yo, that type of stuff, it's like, yo, it's like, what happened to this generation? Not showing themselves, saying whatever, saying anything. Yes, Amber, that would help a lot. That would help a lot. I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Like, it blows my mind. It's like, don't try and throw salt in the mix when I know you were around when we had everybody up. I'm taking offense because I'm asking you to do something that you won't do. You won't do it. You refuse to. I don't comprehend that. I don't get it. All I said was show proof. Did I say you're absolutely wrong? He can't be. I didn't say none of that. I said show me proof. That's all I asked. Then you're like, you're asleep. You're sleeping. You're asleep. You're what? What? Yo, what? It makes me like, whoa. And it's not like I don't even respect you. Like, that's my problem. Yo, even the guy yesterday, I was not disrespecting you. I wasn't doing nothing. I was going back and forth with you. How is it plain as day? Listen, I can't talk about it. You're gonna make my head hurt. Like, I can't argue with you over that. If you believe it, I don't have an issue with what you believe, but I said show us. That's all I asked. Jeez. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Now he's mentioning Pac. What about Tupac? What does Tupac have anything to do with anything? I don't get it. Did I say Pac did? Yo, let me say this. What mainstream narrative? Nobody else is even talking about this. Hold on. Let me tell you guys this right now. Go back to the start of this series. Watch it. It'll shut him up. If he watches my first few videos, he'll shut up. I promise. I promise. That's why I told you you're a random viewer. You ain't been here. I've been talked about that. That was like episode 3. Oh, I'm either asleep or an agent. Oh my gosh. This is stupid. No, this is really stupid right now. This is getting stupid. I'm either asleep or I'm an agent. I'm either asleep. What proof of this? What proof do you have? What proof do you have that I'm an agent? What proof agents are on the job? What proof? You don't have proof. There's no proof. You don't have proof. And you'll never find proof to show. You can never show I'm an agent. You don't have that ability. What are you going to do? Really? If I am an agent, for you even attempting to find out who I am, you don't think the military would be after you? If I am an agent just trying to figure out who I am, the military won't be after you. Then why are you even bringing it up? If you don't care, why are you see how, oh my gosh. Listen, I'm able to deal with people with psychological problems. I am here. This is why they hate me. I'm able to deal with people with psychological problems. I'm able to identify if you have a mental issue. I really am. And I can go in and say, I think he should take this. His mind's not right. He doesn't think well. What he's saying doesn't make sense. I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I am fine. Agent CZARR on the job. If you want it, you got it. Agent CZARR on the job. Like, what does it matter? What is he talking about? Agent CZARR on the job. See, he's an agent. CZARR's an agent. You know what? I'm going to do I'm about to do a series. CZARR is an agent. Episode 1. It is going to be lit. Thank you. Thank you. I'll show you how much of an agent I am. Like, what? Do you know my guys are bugging off of you right now? Like, they're in the background laughing to tears. For you to think I'm an agent or someone, they are laughing to tears like, this guy's crazy. He probably is. That's why I'm leaving him alone. He probably is. Like, there's no proof. Like, they're saying, like, I've heard this said so many times. What's the proof? What? Because my information actually turns out true? Because I got investigators hitting me up behind the scenes like, how did you know that? And I'm like, get lost? Because I'm doing that? What? Because I have more knowledge than your local police? How does that make me an agent? Like, where does that make me an agent? That's insane. For you to even say that, you need a psych ward. I'm sorry. It's to the point where, I'm sorry, my dude. Bottom line. Here's why they hate CZARR, man. Because of this playlist. They hate me because of it. Look, I grinded from the start. Watch the first episodes. Look how pristine the info is. I can tell you, and my sources confirm it, I did not get sources till like episode 60 to 80. And going forward, I was switching between sources. I started out the first 50 or so episodes without anybody because of simple observations. So you weren't speaking then. So for you to say I'm asleep, it makes you look stupid. Because I actually was doing the thing. I actually was calling. I was giving tips to suspects. I was giving tips to investigators. I was giving tips to fake witnesses. I was giving tips to people around it. That some of them did it, some of them didn't. I don't understand. I'm trying to comprehend it. If I told you of all the distractions I get, you wouldn't believe me. Guys hanging out the window doing the fake Jadakiss laugh. People walking by me and just start backing it up in the thin air. Like, I'm like you wouldn't believe it. My guys are just around laughing. People you see me dap up, those are my peoples. They're laughing. Like, what are they doing? They're walking around like, what are they doing? I'm like, you answer me. The old guy, oh my gosh. I didn't make that up. He actually fell off the side of the thing. I thought I was going to have to call an ambulance. Dog, he jumped midair. And I'm like, what is he doing? And he fell sideways. I told him to walk around. Like, really? Like, it blows my mind. And then I have a question. IPS, oh, he got that joint plan. They got the Styles P joint plan. Okay, that's what we need more of. But come closer. They still play the songs for me. You know how I rock. He got the Styles P joint plan. Had it blasting. Like, that's part of what I'm saying. If you're saying, oh, IPS, number one, IPS destroyed nothing. He'd have to go through each subject and prove me wrong. But I've done things where everyone here has saw investigators react. So tell me what he's going to prove by big mouthing on a radio that someone's alive. What does he even help? What does he help? I've spoken to suspects' mothers, different people. He's interrogated and helped no one. Now, I'm not going to name who he follows after, but the method he's following after is a trash method, okay? It's a trash method. My method's objective. He stands his ground on certain things that if he was proven wrong, overnight he'd decay. We stay objective. That's the problem. That's why people hate me. I'm not chasing one narrow road. I'm discussing it all. I'm letting it all spread. I'm spreading the chips out, spreading my cards out. Here's my hand. Here's what I see makes sense. Here's what I see doesn't. You guys are sticking to the narrative. That's not true. You're being fooled. About what? Why don't you leave? How about that one? Leave. If you don't like that, I'm not singing a song, leave. Because low key, I know you went racist with it. Low key, I know what you're doing. I know you turned racially motivated because you're hurting. You're hurting. I get it. But if you're man enough, put a picture by Cam B and go live and say what you gotta say. Say it. Say what you gotta say. Go live and say what you gotta say. Be a man about it. Oh, you're not? You want me to chuck and jive and sing for you? You're pulling the race card. Why do you want me to sing for you? You want a grown man to sing for you? Why you want a man to sing for you? Let IPS sing for you. Let your slave master sing for you. Don't come over to me asking me to sing something for you. That's why. You get it now? You weren't joking. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. There's nothing funny about that. There's nothing funny about that. I'm not hurt about nothing. See, people think when I'm discussing them in a certain way, you see, to say I'm hurt, it makes you feel better at the fact you're actually hurt. But I'm not hurt at all. I'm just addressing your BS. I'm just calling it how it is. I'm objective. Do you know how many people I did war with over media? A moderator, if you want to, you could do it, but I don't mind him. He doesn't hurt me. What are you waking people up to? No evidence? That there's truly no evidence to back what you're saying. You just destroyed IPS's campaign. You destroyed him. I said show evidence. IPS would show common sense. You're done. When somebody asked me to show evidence, I did. Why do you think a lot of people are quiet, dummy? You think you're the only one I did battle with over this media? You weren't there for the shows. That's what I'm saying. You're a random shower. You're not an original, so you wouldn't have seen it. People directly around it. Me alluding to knowing what they did, and they came on here speaking, alluding to it. Well, you'll have your chance to speak. Don't worry, you'll have your chance to speak. If you hang around long enough, you'll have your chance to speak. I am doing it for the fans, but I'm not IPS. You ain't gonna get up on my show for free running your lips. Not like that. You ain't pulling me into a suit, dummy. You ain't pulling me into a suit, dummy. You think you gonna get me in a lawsuit because you don't show proof? Are you stupid? Pull me into a suit. It is about money. Because if I get sued, you're coming out your pockets. You can't just say, oh, he's alive, he's alive. You can't even do that legally. You think you can do that? Tell me what country you can do that in, where I can say someone's alive, he's alive. What kind of sense does that make? You could scream someone's alive, but without proof. That's why I told you show proof. You can't come on my channel screaming that. Period. That's bottom line. There's no two ways about that. Like, you gotta prove what you're saying. You can't just say things and then say, oh, because of common sense. You can't do that. That's a lawsuit. His mother can sue you out your shoes. Right now, his mother can literally sue IPS out his shoes for the type of shows he put on. I guarantee it. I already asked lawyers about it. I already asked, I don't care what you say, I already showed the lawyers IPS's show, and they said he could get sued out his socks. He can get his whole thing shut down for saying things like that. With no proof, they'll tell you to prove it. Are you dumb? You could get sued out your shoes and socks. They'd take your clothes off your back. Are you dumb? You're really not smart. And that's why IPS messed himself up. And if he doesn't see it now, he will in the future. If those videos stick around and the right people see it, he will lose everything. You can't do that. It's a legal mishap. It's legally. Did I say X would sue you? I said his mom can sue you. See, now he's like, you're confused. Anyways, dealing with the whole thing, the reason I speak about it how I speak about it, they hate me for a purpose. It's one of the 3 options I gave you earlier. And the whole thing about this, the whole reason behind it, is that people have something they want to do. Whether it's they want to make an image off of portraying certain things, not deliver the evidence, and allow things to be incurred. That's the problem. That's the problem. And when he, like right now, he said his mom's an actor. Are you stupid? What proof? Like, dog, if you don't have proof, let's say everything you're saying absolutely true, with no proof, you'll lose. You don't get that. That's how I know you've never actually been in a court of law. You've never actually faced anything. I don't think you've even been arrested. That's how stupid you sound. Like, that sounds so stupid. That's creating a narrative with no backing. You'd be that dude screaming, he is alive, he is alive, getting dragged out of court. Did I say she was the real or fake mother? You brought that angle up. What proof you have she's not? Yeah, I am Shaq with the blocks. They right. Yo, just because they called it out, I gotta do it, Can Be. I'm sorry. I'm Shaq with the blocks. He's gone. He's gone. I'm Shaq with the blocks. So I had to do it. He called me out. I had to do it. I'm Shaq. Shaq with the blocks. Block. Throwing shots. Yo, but the one point I'm making is like, there's reasons why they hate. And I understand it. But the question is, how can they develop this level of hate for me and they're not addressing anyone making fun of him dying? Like, I'm confused. Like, guys, that's what makes me scratch my head all night. I'm like, let's say they hate my guts because they're like, well, we haven't seen any other arrest or nothing. And they're keeping it quiet. I'm keeping it real. They're keeping it quiet. That's their discretion, whatever. But why do you hate me so much? And you have no hate in your heart for someone who laughs at his death. For someone who say they love that day. Like, I don't understand. Like, is this the Twilight Zone? Like, all right, let me give y'all an example. Something happens to your child. Something happens. He falls or something. You're going to be mad at the people who are over here helping your child up, speaking about what happened, telling you how to help him with his injury. But you're not mad at everyone laughing, pointing and laughing at your child, but you're mad at the people helping him. I'm like, what world do they do that in? That's interesting. That's how it makes me think that they have a motive behind it. That's what makes me think they're on the other side of the fence to know more and have actually been involved. How could I not? If you're pointing and laughing, what kind of sense do they make? There's literally people pointing and laughing, but your hate is towards me. That makes no sense. I've never heard of that. I honestly have never heard of something like that. I mean, I guess it's different. I guess we're in a different generation. You know, I'll understand that, but I just don't get it. I'm literally thinking to myself, like, why would they ever find that a problem? His own mother, I spoke with her. I got thanks before. There are other people I got thanks before, but there are specific people that want to come on and hate. That means you hate the player. That's what that means. You hate the player. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. It's crazy someone could live that way. And those are the same people pocket watching. Like, oh, Tentacion had this much on him, had that much. The same people pocket watching. Like, get your weight up. Get your game up. You guys are sorry. Like, you're really sorry with it. You're really sorry with it. For real, for real. Like, you're trash. I'm sorry. You're trash. All around trash. I'm sorry. I can't shade it. I can't say it any better. You're garbage. If you don't have a problem with the people patronizing the very existence, then how could you have a problem with people fighting for it? You could say what you want about me, but I address everybody from A to Z. Everybody involved. From A to Z. How can you hate that? That'd be like applauding a cop that cuffed the first black person on the scene. Like, come on. Really? That's where we're going with it? Like, these guys want... I'm going to just say this. I believe they're distractions too. I agree with you. They're distractions. But I want them to be seen as what they are, not what they think they are. I need them to be seen as what they are, not what they think they are. That's the problem. And that's why I speak about them as I do. And then they're like, oh, you blocked. I've been Shaq with the blocks. Yesterday, I blocked you without saying I'm Shaq with the blocks. That was the only thing I missed, but I was like, you're gone. You know? You got to do it a certain way. I don't believe in certain things. That's true. Trinity's right. It's low vibrations. My vibration is so high pitched that you got to understand, even when I'm addressing them, there's no emotion taken. I have no emotion for it. These guys are who they are. I'm not mad at it, but I know I'm above it. They are who they are, but I'm not mad at it. I'm above it. When you're above it, you don't even think about it. I don't even think about it anymore. I've been different. When I said I've been, said CommenterNation forever, that was real. That was real. Yo, the language. I'm sorry, you got to get the blocks. Your language is bad. YouTube guidelines. I got to move a certain way. Can't play around with these guys. Don't play around with these guys. You're not going to get my ish locked up. They want to say that stuff around your mama. Say it around your mother. Don't say it around me. And my thing is, you just got to handle things a certain way. Like, you can't be afraid to block people. You can't. I learned that from the greatest moguls. Certain people you got to block when you're messing with business. When you're messing with my live possibly being, like, what are they doing? Like, I know a lot of them are young. I figured that out when I had the first issue. They showed me who they really were, you know, because we got semi-cool, and they were kids. They were like 14. I was like, you got to get off my thing. I had to disconnect that. I'm like, why are they attacking me? There are adults that are bad at teaching kids to do the right things. They're teaching kids to do the wrong things, and they think it's funny. It's not funny. You will be held accountable for it. You will. You will be held accountable for the choices you're making to do that. And you may not get it now, but you will later. That's why I gotta dodge you. I gotta dodge you. I can't rock with you. You're moving funny. What did I say about moving funny people? People who move funny can't rock with you. Your abilities in question. I can't vibe with you. You're doing too much. You know, when you gotta move that way, you're doing too much. I can't give any props to it. And I can't let that link me to it. Like, I got to separate myself. That keeps me good and that keeps my visual sane. It's a business. You can't just sit up here saying whatever you want. Like, it's YouTube, but if you want to play the game, make your own channel show your face when you're saying it. See, that's the thing. A lot of them can't even show their face saying something. He just burned out in a Ford pickup truck. I had to give him time to go so he could think to himself, wow, something's wrong with your car. You should be burning out, but it shouldn't be happening when you're stopping and pressing the brake. You got to fix that. You should burn out when you're pulling off. He was revving a Ford pickup truck to burn out like it was a Mustang. Only in the country. Yo, that was crazy. Oh man. But that's what I'm trying to say. You have to carry it like you really trying to carry it. You can't be weak with it and then expect others to pick up the slack for you and find the evidence. See, I told you. Come with the evidence if you're going to make claims. Come with the evidence. That's all I ask. I wasn't hating you, saying you're a liar. That's what they do. Do they not do that? Oh, he's frauding. Show their evidence. I got receipts for mine. Show yours. That's because they want to say crazy stuff and then be respected. No. That's who you can tell was getting bullied in school, getting thrown through lockers, getting body slammed into a locker. Like, that's how you know. Like, seriously, that's how you know. They're like, I'm going to be a part of something and I'm going to be outlandish with it and I'm going to be recognized. Like, relax. Relax. Speak what you got to say, but make sense with it. That's all. That's all I asked him. He couldn't do it. Good common sense, God-given sense. What if I say your God-given sense was garbage and it's not God-given at all? He's an idiot. What then? No, it's not. What proof do you have? You don't have proof for anything. Really? I had to break that down because bottom line, that's how they move. I'm telling you, that's how they move. Sloppy. I can't move sloppy with it. I can't move sloppy. It's a business. I talk to people. I can't move sloppy. Like, and that's the thing. It's like a lot of stuff is messed up because of how people are being allowed to move and no one's reacting. I'm the only one reacting to all of it. That's the craziest part. The only one reacting. The only time you see other people react is to do a reaction to a song he had. That's all they do. They don't care whether justice is served. They just want to react to songs, sing along, and get the views. I move different. And they hate that. I know. Because your authenticity is questioned. How authentic are you if all you want to do is react to a song, but you don't want to speak about what needs talked about? It's very weak. That's weak. You never addressed the comedian. You didn't react to the comedian saying that and call her out. You didn't react to the other comedians agreeing with her. You didn't react to the comment by the rapper. But you want to react when the music drops. You want to react when good news comes out. You want to react when the news is talking about the mother or something. Like, it just gets to a point where these guys are crabs. You are crabs, yo. You guys just dance on the bottom and grab for something when it makes sense for you to make some money off of it. That's why they want to mention money around me. You guys are getting way more money doing that because people just want to see people reacting. I get it. I could do all of that. And I'm not saying I won't. But this series specifically is not for that. It's J for J. Justice for Ja. Justice for X. If you don't like it, say that. Say that. Don't hide in a fake name saying things. Don't dance around it. Stop. Stop. I'm still waiting for a YouTuber to go fully through it and say what they had to say. Now, some of your biggest YouTubers didn't. Why do you think that is? CZARR is volatile when it comes to media wars. I'm volatile with it. You're not going to like it. And it's going to hurt. And I'll make sure your fans see it. I'm not your guy. That's the type of stuff I was bred for. Objectivity. The objective perspective has bred me for that. So when you come with that, it's just like I'm in the sparring match. I'm like, oh, good. I knew he was going to do that. I love it. You guys think I'd be mad. I'll be sitting. Y'all said the laugh is evil. I sit back doing the evil laugh so loud, it echoes through the whole neighborhood. When you do that, I literally sit back and laugh. Because I'm like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Every time, I know what I'm going to do. Oh, he took that angle, time to take this angle. Oh, if he said that, I'm going to say this. Oh, if he's trying to say that to me, I'm going to say that. In the hate room, it was sink or float. Either you were getting at somebody or they were getting at you. We are day one from that mentality. There's nothing new you're posing. Like, what are you talking about? Everybody that did media to date, not doing it anymore. Everybody who did the media, not doing it anymore. Come on. I hold this down. I told you, if I'm going to sell the ship, I'm going to sell the ship. Excuse me. If I'm going to take flight, I'm going to be in flight. There's no two ways around it. I don't know what they're thinking. It's just dumb to try. I don't get it. Like, come on. Throughout the series, I dealt with people directly affiliated. Some liked it, some didn't. Y'all ain't deal with none of it. Y'all were quiet, kept your mouth shut, and out the way. Because you guys look for opportunity to do something. Me, I shot off the rip. And I ran it through. I ran the rock. Are you dumb? Pound the rock. Everybody knows that saying. I pounded the rock and ran it. You guys handed it off and said, okay, give it to me. I got an idea. No, I ran it. And I'm still running it. Are you kidding me? Opportunists. Shout out to Brazil. Welcome, Lucas. That's part of what I'm saying. So when you see the random names being ignorant, trying to say smart stuff, they are who they are. Not showing a face, hiding their, like, we've been down this road before. I already dealt with this. You're not new. Like, come on. They're going to see when it's fake, when you're trying to help or say something. They're not going to think you're authentic. Like, trying to criticize it. We've been doing this. I've been putting in work. I was putting in work right after it. Calling out things during it. Like, come on. Had investigators called them out? I mean, I'm good. You can hate CZARR, but hate the game. Don't hate CZARR, hate the game. Hate how the game unfolded. Hate how the cards fell out. Hate the people joking about it. Hate the people that make fun of it. Laugh about it. You're scared to. Why? Why are you so scared to? I called them out. Why can't you? I'm so fraud. I called them out. Why didn't you say nothing? I called them out and I'm still calling. You didn't see. Last week, you probably didn't see the comedian. Each one of them, I challenged them to a comedy set. I said, let's go blow for blow. Then made fun of them on their page. Did they say something back? Nope. Didn't say nothing back. Really? I will get at them. I went at you on your page. Really? You know it. You know it. Like they make jokes, make jokey jokes. Oh, her joke was fine. It was so funny. What was so funny, why don't you put up a picture of that page so we can see your elf nose? I kept it simple. He was like, oh. No, I'm not playing with you. You want to get funny? Let's get funny. I'm off this. I got to get some other stuff together. Yo, the series coming in September is going to be fire, yo. I got it linked up. And yes, there's going to be a method to it. My Patreon members on patreon.com/CZARR, all rights reserved, all one word, they will get dibs on being able to be interactive with the show. We got a lot coming up. I'm going to interact with them. We are going to record it. It is going to be uploaded. I'm looking for that royalty music video. You know I'm reacting again. If the video's fire, he had the Jamaican Dream Team. Dundadas. The ones. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yo, I'm still waiting to hear someone say that music video sucked. I'm waiting. Not the music video, the audio sucked. That audio was fire. What do you think the music video is going to be? It's going to be crazy. Especially when Vibes Cartel comes on. It's going to shake the room. It's going to shake all of Jamaica. It's going to shake the earth for that point in time. His verse was crazy. He went in. I'm sorry. I'm getting kind of hyped. I'm looking for it. Don't get my hopes up. Let's go, Cleo. Get that music video popping. And here's my thing. Presumably, X should be in that, being he recorded it. We should see X make an appearance. I hope so. That's what I'm looking for. Because that song he did record previously. It was just released. We should see him in it. I'm being real. We gotta see him in it. Watch them be hating on that. Oh, why is X in the video? Shut up. Shut up. Like these guys, I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for their hate. They're gonna hate. I'm looking forward to it. I'm waiting for their hate. Just like these guys. Look, see, I told you he's alive. Dummy, he been recorded that video. Stupid. He been did that. Dummy. Watch these guys. I'm waiting for it. I just want to see who's that stupid. I'ma just be in the cut looking, seeing who's that dumb. Like, how's he in the video? Oh, he recorded the song already, stupid. Like, these guys are that dumb. They're that dumb. Like, I can't make that up. They're that stupid. IPS is gonna be like, see? Me and my guy Can B told you. Me and my guy Can B. Can B's the GOAT. Yo, I'm telling you, I think he's on a mission to be the next Alex Jones. YouTube, you heard me right. IPS is on a mission to be the next Alex Jones. I guarantee it. Yo, we are going to be lit when that comes through. I want to do a live reaction, but I already know, you already know the same few who's going to do their reaction like, oh, wow, that beat was bumping. Like, shut up. Shut up. You don't know what's bumping. Shut up. I'm like, really? And go check the community. Shout out to the dude. I got to check you out with the accent straight off of Jamaica that made that intro video, dropped me speaking, then brought me in. Thank you for putting me ahead of a lot of reactions. Come on. My reaction was authentic. The rest of theirs, really? It had to make you think, like, what are they talking about? I was like, what are they talking about? I was like, they don't even listen. They don't even look like they listen to that type of music. Shut up. You know how we rock. Your favorite rappers time, your favorite movie stars time, your favorite celebrities time, your favorite athletes time, your favorite moguls time, their favorites time. You know how I rock. We die and we age like fine wine. They know it's our time. CommenterNation forever. Shout out to the greatest nation since United Nations. In the building. Outside, actually. But we still in the building. You know how we rock. You seen the haters come. I told you why they hate CZARR. Get ready. Because it's not the hate that fuels us only. It's the support that drives us. So let the hate be the fuel and the support Drive. All rights reserved.